Oh,
Arun, you
hello,
can
Bozhidar.
proceed.
Hello,
Hello.
Bozhidar. Am I audible?
Sorry, but can hear you very well.
Okay, so can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, uh, my name is Bozhidar, and I try to find a job like a network engineer. So I have a basic knowledge about the most liked field engineer and most like uh, things in fiber optics.
Okay,
Most of the things I need to do is like to measuring with OTDR, splicing, and troubleshooting the problems in the sites and servers.
Do you have any experience in the technical background?
Technical like CCNA things.
Experience. Do you have hands on?
Uh, can you repeat? Sorry.
Do you
do you
have.
have,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Arun. Arun, you
do you
can.
have technical experience in networking field?
Uh, no, on experiences in like packet tracer or something like that.
Okay, can you please tell me the topics that has been covered in your batch so that we can ask the question specifically from the covered topics?
Uh, uh, so what I learned in this batch, or
Yeah, in this batch.
uh, so I didn't learn anything to this time because I don't know and I didn't prepare for that.
Okay, so we are going to ask you basic questions on CCNA.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so what is CCNA first of all? Tell me.
What is the
What is CCNA?
uh, what is the name of abbreviature? Cisco Certification Network Associate.
Okay. What is the purpose of CCNA?
To learn new fundamental things for networking.
Okay, and what is networking?
Networking is connections between devices of between between devices. Let's say device.
Okay, so what will happen if we don't have a network? Like network kind of things doesn't exist, then what will happen?
Sorry, I didn't hear you very well.
Okay, what is router?
Router is device who connect the switch and these types of device. It's a layer free device.
Okay,
Say clearly, na, router is a layer 3 device which is used to connect multiple networks together. Why you are saying used to connect switch and the PCs? Those all things. It's simple. Router is a layer 3 device. Why we are saying it is a layer 3 device? Because router forward traffic based on layer 3 information, which is your IP address. Router is used to select best path between source and destination.
Mm-hmm.
Your answer should be very clear and crystal, brother.
My answer is what? Can you repeat? Sorry.
You should say like this: the router is a layer 3 device, layer 3
Mm-hmm.
networking device which is used to connect multiple networks together. Router
Mm-hmm.
select best path between source and destination.
Yes.
You are saying router is used to connect switch and something else.
yeah. In the last, we will give feedback about his performance. Okay,
Answer
right
should be
now,
very clear
yeah,
and clear. Arun, try to understand today's network interviews are completely different, right? Interviewer
right, right,
want few answers only, answers in few sentences, few words, but it should be very clear and crystal.
Mm-hmm,
right,
mm-hmm.
right. What is MAC address? Bojidar?
Uh, MAC address. Uh, MAC address. This is like identification for the network interface.
And uh, if we have identifier for a device, then why we needed an IP address?
So we need the MAC address uh,
Okay.
to how to say that to managing like mm, to all device to connect each other to um, with the MAC address. Uh, I'm not sure how to answer that
Just
question.
wait, a person is trying to join. Hello, hello, hello.
Vamsi,
Krishna, am I audible?
Yes.
Krishna, your turn has been shared. You are the seventh. So when your turn will come for interview, I will ping you in the group.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now you can drop. Yeah. So okay, Bojidhar, what is broadcast domain and collision domain?
Broadcast domain and what?
Broadcast domain and collision domain.
So um, I think like a broadcast domain is domain that receive to all to device, but collision domain that can segment maybe to each other.
Okay.
So can send data to multiple device broadcast to all the device, something like that.
And what is hub? What is the difference between hub and switch? First of all, let me know about it.
Hub and switch. So hub is like a splitter. The hub can do a lot of things. Like only like a hub is like a splitter. But switch is more. Uh,
Bojidhar, answer is very simple. Switch is switch is different from hub is because switch has mind, switch has memory. Okay, but hub is a dummy device. Okay, this is very simple answer. Keep
mhm.
your answer crisp and very clear.
and how works at
Okay.
layer 1, switch works at layer 2.
Yeah. So
Yes, yeah.
you need to work on your fundamental very much. I think you are
Oh,
just a beginner in CCNA, right?
can you repeat it? Sorry.
You are beginner in CCNA, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
But
no
sir,
issue to worry.
these
Okay.
these these topics are already covered in the class, so you
Yeah,
should go
so
through those all previous topics.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, pause the recording if you are not getting any topic properly. Okay.
Okay.
Even
Yeah,
if you have
even
asked doubt, ask us, right? We can connect in the
right,
personal meeting also. Our growth, if you are going to succeed in your career, that is our growth. So
right.
our main goal is just to place you in the top MNCs.
Okay.
Okay, Gaurav. So tell me, what is OSI model and why we needed OSI model?
OSI model.
Yes.
So the uh, so uh, uh, like with OSI model, we can um, uh, like so I know what is OSI model and I know every layer of the OSI model. Uh, uh, So this is like fundamental for the networking, from physical to application layer, every layer responsible for different things.
Why we needed it?
Uh, because without Osmo, we can do anything. It's crucial. Uh, Without Osmo, the device cannot communicate each other.
Without OSI model, different vendor devices were unable to communicate with each other. Okay,
To communicate each other.
right. So this should be your answer.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, Bojidhar, your interview is live on YouTube for feedback. You can watch there, and in the end, when the interview will over for every candidate, then we will share feedback with you. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
now you can drop.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
We need to work on his fundamental.
Yeah, he's having very big basics.
Okay. Make a note of this, okay?
Yeah, I'm noting everything. Hello, Gaurav.
Hello. Yeah, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. So, Gaurav, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Gaurav Kalvasi. So I'm working as a technical support engineer.
Okay.
So where I'm responsible for the for taking care of the entire IT infrastructure. Mainly, my experience is in Linux, Linux, and networking also, but not core networking. So this is
You said you are managing the infrastructure.
yes, yes, yes.
Then you are saying my core job is on Linux. So I am managing the
Means
OS
actually, sir, the thing is, I have to take care of the IT entire infrastructure, like networking also. But my
router.
day to no router, no. We have 40 gate firewall, so that one and switches. In switches, we do not create VLANs and all. So just to improve my skills, I've joined this CCNA post that I want to do CCNP and further also, just to enhance my knowledge and for career growth also.
Great.
Okay, Gaurav. So let's start the Q&A session.
Yeah.
What is OSI model and why we needed OSI model?
OSI stands for Open System Interconnection Model. Actually, uh, previously when OSI model was not there, I mean, we had different vendors, so they were producing equipments like, suppose for example, one company, HP is there. So if HP is producing any networking equipment, it was some proprietary things were there. Means HP will work with HP only, or Dell equipments will work with Dell only. So to standardize things, this OSI model came into existence, where different vendors can we will have one kind of standard which will work with all the vendors to standardize things. So there should not be any difference to tackle that. This model came into existence.
Great, great. So, what is half duplex and full duplex?
Half duplex means uh, it's a way of communication. Like half duplex means where two devices can communicate, but one at a time. Means if one device is sending, then another will receive. Both the things cannot be done at the same time. In full duplex, both devices can send or receive at the same time. So that is full duplex.
Can you name some networking devices which are half duplex and which are full duplex?
Full duplex, we can, I think, switches are there.
Yeah.
So
And half
which
duplex?
is half duplex. Think for example that we can say like walkie-talkie is there. Where one can talk and another person can listen. So that is one example.
Okay. What is router?
Router is a layer 3 device, which is used to connect multiple lanes together. So it forwards traffic based on layer 3 address or IP address.
Okay. And what is the difference between TCP and UDP?
TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, stands for, and the UDP, User Datagram Protocol. TCP is connection oriented protocol. On the other hand, UDP is not connection oriented protocol. Connection oriented in the sense, if two devices are communicating, so TCP will will forward the traffic from one device to another device, and it will make sure that the traffic is reaching there. So it will get an acknowledgement also from the B device. So, but UDP is used for fast communication. So it has to deliver the traffic. So it does not wait for any acknowledgement. So it is used for streaming or VoIP related things. So where fast communication is required without acknowledgement, that is for that purpose we use UDP protocol.
Great, great, great. Which is more secure?
TCP,
TCP and more reliable?
reliable TCP only.
Okay. Why it is so that TCP is more reliable and UDP is not reliable?
TCP means it makes sure the packet is reaching there to the intended, destination. It will get, once the packet reaches there, it will get acknowledgement also. So in case the packet is not reaching there, it will re-forward there and make sure that it is reaching to the intended destination.
So we are right now live streaming our YouTube video. Okay. So which protocol is being used there?
UDP.
UDP. Great, great,
Why?
great.
Because it is for faster communication. No, streaming is the UDP protocol also only. Sorry, I mean then in case anything happens in network. Suppose I'm speaking and all of a sudden something happens, then the whatever I am saying will not be conveyed to you. So UDP will not make sure that it will not forward the packet again to the next party.
Okay.
Right. So Gaurav, what is default gateway and why it is important in networking?
Default gateway is the exit or entry point for any network. So whenever we or any machine wants to communicate outside of our network, in that case we require default gateway.
Great. Okay. So what is this DSCP and how it works?
Dynamic host configuration protocol. It is used to assign IP address, no, automatically.
Oh,
So suppose any device wants to get the IP address. It works basically on the DORA process. That's what I have read. That whenever any you know whenever we any system wants to get IP address, it will send one broadcast address, that is DHCP discovery message. Then DHCP server will receive that, and it will offer the available IP to the client, and then again it will send the request, and the DHCP server will acknowledge and provide IP address to the client as per the settings or lease time.
Hello, am I audible, Gaurav?
Yeah, yeah. Totally.
Okay, so explain the concept of subnetting.
Subnetting is used to divide, one large, subnet into smaller segments. So as per our requirement.
And what is ACL? Have you studied this topic, ACL, access control list?
Not as yet. Actually, I have attended one class only of
Okay, okay,
this batch.
okay.
But the only thing I know about HCL is access control list. It is used to control inbound or outbound traffic. So we use in router. So using ACL, we can control the inbound and outbound traffic.
Okay, great. So, final question: what is difference between hub, switch, and router?
Router is a layer 3 device. It generates traffic at layer 3 or forwards traffic based on layer 3 address. And switch is a layer 2 device. It forwards traffic on the basis of MAC address. So router stores directly connected networks in its routing table. Switch stores maintains the MAC address of all the connected devices in its MAC address table or CAM table. On the other hand, hub is like a switch, but it's not in dumb device or not. It's not an intelligent device. Means suppose two PCs want to communicate, so it will broadcast. It will broadcast all the time, all the time. But switch first time, if the entry is not available in the timetable, it will broadcast. So after learning the MAC address, it does unicast.
Great, Gaurav. Your interview was one of the best so far. And for
Thank you, sir.
feedback, it in the group. You will get your feedback also. Praful sir,
Okay.
anything from your side?
Yeah, now he is good.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
We
Thank
will
Actually,
teach him
those who have
all the things in the class.
whatever
No
the
problem.
topics that have not been recovered, so
Yeah.
those will be covered. But
thank you.
whatever the things have been discussed, that are reflected.
Yeah, even he is able
Yeah.
to express the
Yeah.
knowledge. Okay, good, good, Gaurav.
Thank, thank you, sir. Thank,
Thank you, Gaurav. You can drop now.
thank.
Hi, Nikhil.
Hello.
Hello, Nikhil. Am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes, yes. Am I audible to you?
Yes, yes. So, Nikhil, please introduce yourself.
Uh, my name is Nikhil. I have recently finished my high school, and then couple of months back, I have been for the couple of months I have been preparing for the CCNA certification, and I have been learning quite a few things about networking and clearing my fundamentals. I'm also getting my hands-on experience with Cisco Packet Tracer, and along with that, I am looking into problem solving, and uh, for now, I'm just looking for passing the certification.
Okay, Gaurav. So, Gaurav, what is broadcast domain and collision domain?
So, like, these are basically two logical areas we can consider. So, uh, it's a broadcast domain is basically a logical area where if something is broadcasted, it reaches to every node. And if I talk about the collision domain, you can consider it an logical area where collision of packets happen. Like consider a switch. Like there are different
ports on a switch, so each port will be in a single collision domain.
Okay.
So, n- what is difference between hub and switch, Gaurav?
So I am Nikhil. Sorry to.
Yeah, Nikhil,
Sorry,
Nikhil,
Nikhil.
sorry.
So basically, as per what I have learned, switch is these both are like networking devices used to connect computers, but the main difference between them is we call hub a dumb device. It doesn't. Uh, it just mirrors the traffic, like whatever it comes to it, it broadcasts to every port it is connected with. And in the switch, it like whenever it transfers the packet or the traffic, it makes decision based on the switching table, and like it takes his own kind of brain into account.
Okay. And what is ARP protocol and what is the purpose of it?
So like whenever we are trying to connect a computer for which we already know the IP address, but we want to know its MAC address, so ARP protocol is basically used to find the MAC address of a device to which we are connecting, and for which we already know the IP address, so it is used in MAC address resolution. We call it address resolution protocol. That's ARP.
Great. What is the purpose of routing table?
The purpose of routing table is to show us the routes to, like, for a particular given IP address, what would be the route it would be taking. Like it lists us with the IP addresses
Best
along with their
path.
paths.
Best path. To
Yeah.
find the best path to reach the destination.
Okay.
And when I am asking you layer 1, I'm sorry, hub and switch. First of all, you should differentiate on layer, right? Like hub works at layer 1, switch works at layer 2. Hub can only perform broadcast, switch can perform broadcast, unicast, and multicast, all types of communication. How? With the help of their MAC address table. Switch maintain a MAC address table, we know this. Okay, go
Okay, I got it.
next.
Yeah, this way if you answer, the answer is more effective and quite impressive. These are some key points, keywords while answering for most popular question like router, hub, switches.
Yeah,
Give
every time. And
interviewer that
interview,
you have thorough idea. Yeah,
and every time interview will ask you the question from the basic module to check your basic knowledge of networking, right? So that they can ask you even advanced question or real time scenario based question or not. To check, they will ask you the basic question. Always include the layer. Go through the OSI model. Always to any question, right? Whether it is routing table, router, switch, hub, anything, you should go through OSI model always. That see the question belongs to which layer of OSI model. Other question will be from the application layer or from the physical layer, between all the layers. When we talk about routing table, it is part of network layer. When we talk about switch or MAC address table, it is a layer 2. When we talk about hub, it is layer 1. When we talk about broadcast, collision domain, broadcast domain, every time go through the OSI layers.
Okay, I understand that.
In the production as well, whenever
so
we are troubleshooting the issues, we are going through layers only.
I understand that.
okay, Nikhil. So tell me the difference between static routing and dynamic routing.
So static and dynamic routing are basically two different types of routing, and which we set up in a router. When we say we are setting up static routing, that means we are manually setting up every path in the router, like what for a particular given IP address, what would be the best path. And in dynamic, uh, Dynamic routing, we are basically configuring the routing using protocols. So using those protocols, the router automatically selects the best path.
Okay. Why RIP is distance vector protocol?
RIP is a distance vector protocol because it makes the best path decision based on the hop count. That's why we call it distance vector routing protocol,
It calculates the best
Okay.
path.
based on hop counts.
Yes, based on number of hop. Yeah, hop count. Okay.
And what is advanced distance vector routing protocol? And what is the example of this type of protocol?
Advanced distance routing protocol, we can consider EIGRP because it makes decision based on hop counts, but it also includes the bandwidth and some other matrices. So we can call it an advanced distance vector routing protocol.
What is the full form of EIGRP?
That's extended intermediate gate routing protocol.
And when we had already RIP, then why we needed EIGRP?
We needed EIGRP just because of the limitations the RIP gives us. So, like sometimes when suppose we are making the best path decision based on the hop count, but some cases, suppose there are two best paths, which but there is a difference of hope in them. It is choosing the best path based on the shortest hope, but suppose the other path it has a good bandwidth which is providing us. So in that case, it would neglect the bandwidth and only make the decision based on hope count. So in cases like this, we all needed EIGRP. Another limitation we can consider is the number of devices it connects to. Like RIP only takes into account 15 hopes, and at the same time, EIGR allows us to have 100 hosts, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So what is OSPF and how does it work? Which protocol it uses to select the best path?
So, uh, like like I mentioned, the RIP and EIGRP, these are both protocols for dynamic routing. In the similar manner, OSPF is also a dynamic routing protocol, and the protocol it uses to select the best path is we call it SPF, shortest path first, and the full form for OSPF is open shortest path first.
What is VLSM?
VLSM is variable length subnet masking, and so basically, when we are dividing the subnets, or say when we are dividing the networks in a given network for a given subnet mask, then there we divide them into different manners. Like one is where everything, every networks will be equally divided with for the count of number of hosts, and in variable length subnet masking, what we can do is we can uh, create different subnets, each with different hosts on them.
Great, great, great. So Praful sir, now you can give the feedback on his
Yeah,
interview.
he is also fine.
Yeah, he is also good. Answered all the questions correctly.
Correct, correct, correct.
Thank you, Nikhil, for joining us. You can wait for your feedback in the group. It will be dropped there, and this interview is also live on YouTube. So for your observation, you can also see this interview on YouTube.
And
Okay.
Thank you so
at the
much.
last, you will have the final mock interview session. At that time, we will ask you
Yeah.
the real interview question. These are from the topics which we have covered in the class, right? These are not the
Right.
real time. So at that time, we will ask you the real time question. Make sure before that you will prepare yourself for all the covered topics, right? If anything is not clear to you, otherwise you can watch your interview on YouTube as well. And at the last, we will also share your feedback.
No problem. I'll be waiting for it.
Okay,
Thank you
boss.
so much.
Okay, boss.
Thank you, Nikhil. Hello, Miss.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, morning.
Good morning. Umesh, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Umesh. Actually, I'm working as a network technician since a few months. Before that, I was an IT technician. So, as I said recently, I moved to the networking team. So, I'm performing simple task right now. That is why I joined your CCNA course to be able to strengthen my network knowledge.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Canada. Great, great. So
So
we
right
have
now it's
international students also. Matter of being proud.
yeah, I came across professors or one of their video about their stacking, and
Yeah,
I saw that it was very interesting. So the method he explained, um, so that's why I joined the course. I already mentioned that to professor in the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah. So, so Umesh, what we are going to have, we will ask the questions from the topic that we have covered in the batch. Okay.
Okay,
And after the end of the course, we are also going to have another interview in which the questions will come from all across CCNA. We might ask anything and you will be responsible to answer. Okay. But right now we
okay,
are,
I understand that.
uh, to be safe side, we are just asking the questions from the topic that has been covered.
Okay,
So
I got it.
what is DNS?
DNS is the domain name server, um, which we use to, for example, if we want to go on the internet, so we need that server to use that to exit our network.
Not to translate the
Okay.
domain name into IP
Can
address.
you please elaborate more, like taking an
Not
example
to
and explaining what is DNS?
not to use to translate the domain name into IP address.
Yes, it's like, for example,
Yeah,
if I
that is
type,
why. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, sure. So basically, if for us human being, it's easier to remember the name of the network or the URL link, like PM networking, instead of remembering what IP address that we use. So we're gonna type the URL that we know, and at the back, uh, the computer will change that URL name into an IP address for the computer to communicate.
Now
okay.
correct.
Now tell me what is your SI model and how it is important in networking.
OSI model is like a framework that we use. We have 7 layers in that model. The importance of that is, since we have many manufacturers, so we have like a framework that they need to follow, so that uh, in my network, if I use different devices from different manufacturer, they will be able to communicate with each other. The advantage, the why we use the OSI model uh, is because we will be able to, for example, troubleshooting. We have different layers, so we'll be able to go step by step, to be able to know on which layer we're having a problem.
Okay. What is MAC address?
MAC address is a hard-coded address on NIC card, network interface card. It is divided into two parts. The first part is from the manufacturer. So example, if we have manufacturer A, so the first part will be same, and the second part will be the device ID. And it's about, I think it's 48 bits. So 24 bits is for the manufacturer, and the last 24 bits is unique. It's for the device.
Who provides it?
That's the second part. Or
Yeah, second part.
basically the second part is unique. The first part is for it
Which
identifies the
organization
manufacturer.
provides it? I
INA.
am asking.
The
Okay.
INA provides the
Okay.
first
Yeah.
part, and the second part is provided by, I mean, depending on the device number that the company reached, so it goes incrementally.
Okay. What is an IP address?
An IP address is a unique address that we can use to identify a device on a network.
Okay. So, Umesh, when we had MAC address, then why we needed IP address also?
Uh, a MAC address is used on layer one, and IP addresses it's used on layer two of the OSI model. IP addresses is used by the routers. Sorry, MAC address is layer one. IP address is layer two, I think, right?
But it
And
doesn't satisfy. Why we need IP address when we had already MAC address?
um,
In simple word, we can say why we are using two types of address. Why not only MAC address or
Yeah.
IP address?
um, yeah, I I think Proful sir explained that, but I'm missing that right now. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay. So, what is broadcast domain and what is collision domain?
A broadcast domain is it's it's a domain that for example, within a switch, when we are sending um, information on all the ports, that's a broadcast domain. But then collision domain is like each port on a switch is a collision domain. For example, a switch and a hub. On a hub, we have one broadcast domain and one collision domain. On a switch, we have one broadcast domain, but the collision domain depends on the amount of ports that we have on that switch.
Okay. And what about router? Like, router has how many broadcast domain and how many collision domain?
Um, I have no idea about that one.
Okay.
Um, Sorry. For
No
the
issue, no issue.
router, I'll try
Yeah.
to answer.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. You
Um,
can try.
for a router, um, each port that we have is one domain, because we have on a router will have like if we have two ports, so it is able to connect two different networks. So those two different networks are two uh, domains,
Two different broadcast domain.
a broadcast domain. Yeah.
So router has two. Router has per port collision domain and per port broadcast domain. Very simple. You can answer this way.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Do not need to be so descriptive. Okay. So what is default gateway?
The default gateway is the address that a host is going to use to be able to go outside its network. For example, if a host want to reach uh, a website, so within that network, when we don't have if we are not able to look for that information, so it's gonna send it to the default gateway to be able to exit the network.
Okay. What is the difference between public IP address and private IP address?
Public uh, public IP address, we need to buy that, and it's basically provided. Sorry, yeah, public IP address is like when we go to on the internet. So uh, it's like the service provider will provide us that IP address, whereas private IP address, we can use that within our network, and we won't be able to go on the internet with a private IP address. We'll need to do some NATing to be able to go on the internet.
Okay. What is encapsulation and decapsulation?
Uh, Encapsulation is, for example, when we'll be sending, if we have two different devices trying to connect according to the OSI model, uh, each layer from top to bottom will have the encapsulation, and then it will go to the other device, and then from layer one it will remove that encapsulation, so decapsulation, and will move up to the next layer until we reach the seventh layer.
Okay. What is MTU?
MTU. um,
Yeah.
mm, MTU. um,
Maximum transfer unit.
Maximum transfer
Per
unit.
unit.
uh, so it's the size. I think it's the size of, for example, if we want to download a video from the internet, it's like 1 GB. So if for example, if like a 10 GB, so if the MTU is 1 GB, so we'll have to divide that video of 10 GB into 10, and then we'll be able to download like uh, different parts.
The largest IP packet size that an interface can handle without fragmented. The maximum amount of IP packet that a router can transfer from their interface is called MTU, maximum
MTU,
transfer unit. It's clear with your name, you can see maximum transfer
maximum.
unit.
So, yeah.
The maximum size of IP packet that can be transferred from the interface.
But then it depends on the make and model of the interface, or
It
it's
depends on
something.
the minimum MTU between source and destination based on the buffer memory of your servers and
Okay.
the client machine, both are going to negotiate window size. Remember that. That is for the acknowledgement. And to find the MSS, maximum segment size, it is going to subtract 14 bytes from the minimum MTU. If minimum MTU is 1500 bytes, so size of segment should be 1460 bytes.
Okay. We have to. Okay, got that.
We learned it in the OSI class. You can go through that class once again. Okay, go ahead, Arun.
Okay.
Okay, Umesh. So it was nice talking with you. Most of the questions, almost 95% questions were correctly answered, and those who were not answered, I think you need to revise the concept. Okay.
I will
So
recommend
Yeah.
you one
what?
I.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See,
Thank you, Miss, for joining us.
Umesh, you know most of the
Yeah.
concept, but you don't know how to like express, how to answer.
Yeah.
E-
The few technical words are
e-
missing.
yeah. I have like a very basic. I know the stuff, but then I'll have to deepen it. Like in details how it works. Like see the MTU thing like that. So
Yes,
I have like the base knowledge, but then I have to strengthen that, and
exactly.
I'll have to work on like
Yeah,
be
keep
an
asking these
expertise
types
in
of
that.
Yeah.
keep asking this type of question to yourself whenever you are traveling or sitting alone.
Okay.
Ask this kind of question to yourself and try to answer. This way you can
Okay.
improve.
Okay. Thank you very much for the feedback.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
sir.
Now you can drop.
Shamresh ji.
Hello, Samresh.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning, morning.
Good morning. So, Samresh, could you please introduce yourself?
West Bengal. I learned in PM network in network CCNA course now.
I think sometimes his voice is breaking.
Yeah.
Shamresh, your voice is breaking sometime.
हेलो
In hello, hello.
अभी ठीक है सर
हाँ अभी ठीक है.
Yes, yes. So,
मैं
Samresh,
हिंदी में कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो क्या
चलेगा.
ठीक है, कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं, बट हम लोग आपको प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं रियल टाइम इंटरव्यू के लिए, तो हम लोग तो हिंदी में कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं, बट क्या आप कन्विंस कर लोगे जो इंटरव्यूअर होंगे उनको हिंदी में कंटिन्यू करने के लिए? क्योंकि
मैं थोड़ा
हमारा
इंग्लिश की बात
पर्पस
अबाउट
यही है
इन
कि
थोड़ा
आपको
इंग्लिश में
हमारा
थोड़ा
पर्पस यही है कि आपको रेडी करा जाए, क्योंकि मोस्टली इंटरव्यूअर तो इंग्लिश में ही पूछेंगे,
यस
है ना?
मैं सीख
तो
लूंगा ट्राई
आप
करूंगा
बताओ, आप बताओ कि किसमें हम लोग कंडक्ट करें, हिंदी में कि इंग्लिश में?
हिंदी में
But
सर
I will always say you to prefer English. Okay, even if you are not feeling confident in it, because this is mock interview, and take it as a practice session, the first step toward learning.
सर एक मिनट सर थोड़ा एक बार बोलिए ना फिर
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि आप इसको प्रैक्टिस सेशन की तरह लो, जहाँ पे आप खुद को मतलब एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए सीख रहे हो ना, तो मैं यही कहूँगा कि इंग्लिश में ही आप सेलेक्ट करो, क्योंकि हिंदी तो ठीक है, उसमें कंफर्टेबल हो आप आंसर कर दोगे, लेकिन इंग्लिश में कंफर्टेबल नहीं हो तो कंफर्टेबल कब बनोगे? जब आप सीखोगे इंग्लिश में ही, जब आप इंग्लिश में इंटरव्यू दोगे। तो ये एक चांस है आपको अपनी इंग्लिश की जो फियर है उसको हटाने के लिए, तो मैं यही कहूँगा कि आप इंग्लिश में सेलेक्ट करो, बट अगर आप कहते हो कि हिंदी में ही, तो हम हिंदी में ही कंटिन्यू करेंगे।
अभी तो सर हिंदी में ही करिए नेक्स्ट टाइम मैं ट्राई करूंगा इंग्लिश की
ठीक है, ठीक है। ओके, सो आप ये बताइए, ब्रॉडकास्ट डोमेन एंड कोलिजन डोमेन क्या होता है?
ये तो सर हमको नहीं पता सर थोड़ा टॉपिक वाला क्वेश्चन
ठीक, ठीक, ठीक। तो आप बताइए, स्विच और हब में क्या डिफरेंस है?
स्विच लेयर 2 डिवाइस है जो मैक एड्रेस पे काम करता है और हाँ,
हाँ,
लाइक स्विच की तरह ही है, लेकिन थोड़ा ओल्ड मॉडल है और लेयर वन पे काम करते हैं।
तो क्या आपके पास मेमोरी होती है?
मेमोरी तो सब में ही होती है।
इनको अभी के
नहीं।
लिए वो कर देते हैं, नेक्स्ट को ले लीजिए। मैं अगले सेशन में जो है सो इनसे क्वेश्चन पूछ लेंगे।
हाँ, अभी आप रिवाइज करो कॉन्सेप्ट को, क्योंकि आपको अभी बेसिक क्वेश्चंस के आंसर करेक्ट नहीं है, मतलब क्लियर नहीं है। तो आई वुड सजेस्ट यू टू जस्ट आप बेसिक पे अभी फोकस करो।
ओके सर।
ओके समरेश, यू कैन ड्रॉप।
ठीक है।
ये मैं इन विच बैच ही इज इन
He
द
is, I think, in your batch.
CCNA
Yeah, I think
July?
he has newly joined. Yeah,
Oh,
he is newly joined. Yeah,
I need to take him through the basic from the beginning.
right. It's also their responsibility to focus, revise the concept that has been shared. Most of the students have answered very correctly, but I think there were one or two persons who were not able to answer the basics.
No
I
problem.
think they need to work hard.
Yeah, no problem. I have noted his name. I will check.
So, hello, Upkar.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So, Upkar, could you please introduce yourself?
Uh, Good morning, sir. Thank you for giving me opportunity to introduce myself. I'm from Punjab. I hold a bachelor degree in BCA, Bachelor in Computer Application, and then I passed my master's in computer science. So presently, I'm working as a lab assistant at BD UK, where I support practical session troubleshooting and assist with the IT technical setups. So recently, I enrolled myself for CCNA to enhance my IT knowledge, and which can be helpful for my current job role.
Great, great, Upkar. I think you are the first one who has given a professional introduction. Okay,
Thank you.
there were only two or three person. Most of the people are telling that is not related to what they are going to present. They are going to sell themselves. Yeah, interview is a kind of process in which you have to sell yourself to interviewer. So they were not able to present themselves well. Okay,
Hmm.
and I think you are the first one who has presented yourself very well, talking majorly on professional journey.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
Upkar. So tell me, what is MAC address?
So MAC address is the physical address of the device. That's every device they have their own NIC, network interface card, which comes with a unique identified, which is called a MAC address or physical address of the device.
So how MAC address is constructed? Suppose there is a MAC address, so how it is constructed?
So it's 48-bit long address used with the used hexadecimal digits, say 10 to 9, and then additionally A to F. This
Okay, and there are two parts of the MAC address. One part is assigned by an organization, and one part is assigned by, what is you call them?
uh, I can't recall it, sir. So I will study on this.
Okay, it is vendor assigned, and then ANA is an organization which assigned the remaining 24 bits. Okay.
Okay, sir.
OUI. Right. Okay. Upkar, what is an IP address?
So an IP address is stands for Internet Protocol, which is a 32-bit address used at the network layer. So basically, when data send or data move from segment to the network layer, the network layer assign another header, which is include the destination IP and source IP. So IP is basically is address where the data needs to be sent.
Okay. What is default gateway?
Uh, Default gateway is when we so that's the best for when interacting with the example is like a the when data there's a different networks where routers are used. This is the way to go out on the network. So so that's the exit interface IP address of the router.
Okay. Now tell me the concept of subnetting.
Subnet is the process of dividing a network into the subnetworks.
Okay. So why we needed subnetting?
Uh, to manage the network effectively.
Are there any other reason?
Uh, that's also the effectively use of IP address. Normally, when there's no subnetting, there's a whole chunk of the IP addresses. Not all of them getting used to avoid the wastage of the IP addresses. We use a subnet, so we can divide into the small parts.
Okay. So tell me what is broadcast domain and collision domain. One Ukar, please wait. Someone is trying to join. I need to explain him.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, hello, hello. Sai Ram. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Please wait for your turn. I will drop the message when it is your turn. Okay.
Mm, I mean,
It is. It is. It is mock interview session. Okay. We are asking one by one to
okay,
all
okay. Sorry,
of the
sorry.
students to join. Okay.
I
So
thought
you will
the
join.
class going on.
In which batch you are? Are you in May batch or June batch?
Actually, the last week started, right, sir?
Yeah. So from cover topic, we
July
are
20.
asking questions. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
So wait for your turn. Yes, Upkar. So I was asking about collision domain and broadcast domain. What are them?
So collision domain the where the collision can happen on the network, supposedly where the switch sending a packet to every device where the collision can happen, and broadcast domain is the that's one one to every.
Is collision domain only specific to switch?
Uh, yes,
No. Collision domain have can be in hub in router also.
yes, it
And
is other way around. So
I think
yeah,
you need to
collision
revise
domain.
this concept. Yeah, you are
Yes,
getting a little bit confused.
yeah.
Yeah. So tell me what is RIP? Routing
RIP is a routing internet protocol, which is one
routing
of the
information, not you said routing internet protocol, right?
routing information protocol, which is one of the
Yeah.
protocol used to assign the dynamic of use for dynamic routing is use a distance vector approach to find the best path for the devices. So it's use the hop count and maximum it can be 15 hop count can be used in a RIP.
So how many routers can be there in which RIP can be applied? Maximum number of routers?
15,
No,
16 altogether.
50. Yeah, 16. Okay, so what is EIGRP?
See, as another dynamic routing protocol, which stands for Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. So it's the combination of both state link and distance vector. So it's used the metric value to calculate the best path for the client.
What is the formula for calculating the best path metric?
Uh, it's top of my head, so I can't recall it now.
Leave it. What is routing table?
So routing table in which we will have all the best path. So
Only best
when
path?
uh, we'll have all the path selected path to route the to use for routing.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, what is static routing and dynamic routing?
So static routing which is configured manually, and the dynamic routing which is done by the router itself. So when when a network administrator he wants to use a specific route, he can use a static routing which is suitable for the small networks. For bigger or larger network, it is not practical possible to configure every router statically. So that's why we use a dynamic routing protocol such as a RIP, EIGRP, OSPF.
And can you tell me what is the classification of dynamic routing protocol?
Um, uh,
Dynamic routing protocols are two type, static and dynamic. Then dynamic routing protocol is also classified in some types. So can you tell me what are the types of dynamic routing protocol?
um, Trying to remember it.
It was discussed IGP and EGP,
Interior gateway protocol and border gateway protocol.
exterior.
Exterior.
Yeah, exterior gateway protocol. Okay, in interior gateway protocol, it was told that RIP, EIGRP, and OSPF comes, but in EGP, PGP is the example.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. What is default? I think I have asked it already. What is windowing?
So windowing is used in a TCP. So it's the process like when we exchange the two machines exchange the data, then it defines after how many segment of packets the server can send the acknowledge, which helps to reduce the traffic. So rather than after every packet sending acknowledge, it defines like after how many certain packets or segments computer receive the acknowledgement.
What is the advantage of it?
So that will reduce the traffic on the network and also will improve the performance.
Will it also impact the speed?
It will because it won't use the band. Well, by doing this, so bandwidth won't be used for every packet rather than sending every packet after every acknowledgement after every segment.
Okay, so why we needed to divide IP address into classes?
Uh, because we have a public and private IP addresses, and the private addresses that they are used in, uh, they are not they cannot be used publicly on the outside of the local network. The, uh, the global public addresses, they are the routable on the internet.
Upkar, you need to find the answer for this question. Okay, after the interview gets over, you need to search why we classified into classes. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Now tell me, what are the modes of router?
Modes.
Yeah, routers mode.
uh,
Have you remembered something? Privilege mode, global configuration, Roman.
oh yes, just the user mode, privilege mode, then configuration, global configuration mode, where we give the command to take action, then the Roman default to uh, when you locked out from the router to reset the startup configuration.
Okay. Can you explain the ping command?
Ping command is use the destination use with to identify the connectivity between the two devices. So it's usually a ICMP packet, this uh, which send it to the destination with as a echo, and then if the destination device is connected, it will respond with the echo reply packet.
Okay. What is ICMP?
Uh, can't remember now.
What are some application layer protocol? Can you name some 8 application layer protocol?
Uh, HTT, HTTP, FTP, uh, DNS, SMNP,
Telnet, SSH,
SHH, Telnet, yeah,
DSCP,
DNS.
DNS. So there are what is the difference between Telnet and SSH, by the way?
Uh, Telnet is insecure, where the SSH is a secure protocol to remotely access to the devices.
Okay. Praful sir, any question from your side?
No, okay, fine. For now, his interview is good.
Yeah, he need to revise some concepts.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
correct.
Yeah,
Upkar, are you revising the concepts?
I am to be honest, because due to the family commitments or other things, I was not able to study it. but I'm managing it somehow. But I know I need to revise all the concept, because if don't revise, it just get faded in your mind, and when you try to recall, it takes some time to
Yeah,
process
because
what it means. Probably you know what it means, but it's instantly recalling it. Sometimes it doesn't work. So,
right, right, right. I observed when I was reminding, then you were knowing the concept. So I think there is problem for revision. So you need to revise so that the things can become consolidated.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
keep asking these questions to yourself whenever you are free, traveling, sitting alone, right? This way you can
Hmm.
practice. And these are the
Yeah.
basic, but it's very important, the most important in the networking. Right? Then only you can learn the advanced technologies.
Yeah.
Okay, overall it's good for now. We'll share the feedback
yeah.
and
Is
we will
that
have
Because
the another
is
mock
that
session. Mhm.
is it that's done for the day now, or we gonna rejoin tomorrow for next class, or is it something else after the class
no,
we
no,
have to wait for?
you will no. There is no class today. For tomorrow, there will be a class, and the link will be shared in the group.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Upkar. Now you can drop. Most of the students are performing good. They are having deep knowledge about the concepts.
Yeah, correct, correct. So the actually basic module is already covered in the class,
Yeah,
right? Some need to practice, some has issue with the soft skill, so we'll arrange the soft skill class as well at the end.
yeah.
Then only
Some
these
are,
guys can place. We have to also work based
yeah,
on his interview. You can call to the next guy for
yeah.
now.
I have messaged the next one.
Some people on
Hello,
YouTube are requesting for answer
No,
as well, so at last see what we can do.
hello.
hello, Mohammad.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. He is one of the most regular and sincere student of PM networking. My batch. Praful sir.
Great, great.
Always regular, very consistent. I have never seen him missing any class.
Wow, it's great.
Okay, Mohammed, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mohammed Idris. I'm currently studying CCNA certification to deepen my knowledge of networking. I've also got a bit of experience on desktop support, assisting users in hardware and software and basic network issues. I'm moving to a network role where I can apply what I've learned and continue to grow in that field.
Okay. So, Mohammed, can you please tell me about broadcast domain and collision domain?
Yeah. When we talk about broadcast, we apply that concept in order to limit the amount of traffic within a particular within our network, and also to improve our performance within that network. So, broadcast domain is more of a segregation or putting together uh, your number of devices within your network to improve performance. But the coalition domain, this concept mostly apply to switch. Every port within a switch is a coalition domain, which also helps as compared to a hub. Hub is a single coalition domain, but when we're talking about a switch, each particular port within a switch is a coalition domain.
Okay. What is the difference between hub, switch, and router?
The difference between a hub and switch and a router is a switch and the hub is used inside the network for your devices, but the hub is an old technology because it's got a single collusion domain, so it's not used in this modern networking. But when we're talking about a switch, it's a more intelligent device within a network. It's like I said earlier, each port is a collusion though, which helps to improve your network devices, and this where all our devices. We're talking about your laptops, your servers are connected to. But the router is the bridge between our internal network and external network. So that's the a simple definition between the router, net, and the switch and the hub.
Okay. Now tell me, what is MAC address and how it is constructed?
Yeah, MAC address is it's also called a burning address, 48 bit, which is used to uniquely identify a device. Uh, the first 24 represent the organizational unit identifier, which is assigned to a particular organization, and uh, the last bit is used to identify the device. It's more like a serial of vendor assigned the serial number of the device.
Okay. What is an IP address?
Yeah, an IP address is a logical address which is assigned to a device. Uh, which is assigned to a device, and it enables the device to communicate either within the network or outside the network. Yeah, as compared to the MAC address, the MAC address is unique to a device, but the IP address can change depending on the requirements of the organization or the business needs.
Okay, so tell me, can a device have a multiple MAC address?
No, a device can it can be yes or no depending on how many uh, interface or is depending on how many interfaces connected to a device. If I've got two no
Yeah,
NIC device connected to a device, then it will have a two MAC address. So it depends. It
it
depends the
depends
number
on
of NIC.
NIC cards.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me the case when switch do multicast.
Yeah. A multicast is one to many. Want to a switch do a multicast? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Do switch perform unicast, multicast, or broadcast? First of all, tell me
Yeah.
this.
Unicast is usually is a one-to-one communication between a device, one device to the other, which we usually do on our day-to-day if you're if you're accessing a web browser or any other thing. Broadcast is one to all. So usually maybe you can apply that in troubleshooting to see the number of devices which are connected to your network, and a multicast is one to many, so it's one to specific devices within your network. Mostly it's used multicast is used within a routing protocol. Yeah.
Okay. What is administrative distance?
Yeah, administrative. When you talk about administrative distance, it's usually applied within this routing. It's used to. It's more of the trustworthiness of a route. Yeah. So how reliable a route is. So we use the administrative distance. So the lower the administrative distance, the more trustworthy the route is.
Okay. What is difference between TCP and UDP?
TCP and UDP. TCP is more of the reliable connection between devices. Uses a three-way handshake, which is a bit slow as compared to a UDP. UDP is not a three-way handshake; it's a connectionless network. Example of a UDP can be us talking at the moment. So we're using a UDP protocol to do this chat. And when we talk about TCPs, like I say, it's more about one-to-one chats, like browsing an internet or having or doing other stuff. It doesn't involve any voice or video.
Okay, what is been doing?
Windowing, yeah, windowing is a concept which normally apply within the TCP. Is used to reduce or is used to reduce the size of the packet which is received from a client or from a client to a server. The server reduce the size in order to allow efficient communication between those devices. Yeah, pretty much that's what windowing. If a client always asks a server for a particular size, is going to minimize the is going to reduce the speed, okay, and it to make the network slow. So with windowing, the server can request a specific amount of byte to be sent in order to boost the network speed.
Okay, what is difference between FTP and TFTP?
Yeah, FTP and TFT. Yeah, FTP is a file transfer protocol, and it uses port number 21. And TFTP2 is also a trivial file transfer protocol. It uses port number 69. They're still the same. Uh, yeah, I'm not quite. Yeah, it's all using it's a file transfer protocol. So yeah,
Okay, both are used for file transfer. Okay,
yeah,
but FTP uses TCP protocol and
yeah,
TFTP uses UDP protocol.
yeah. That's
Simple.
right. Yeah,
And if you talk about FTP, so FTP also supports authentication, but
yeah,
in TFTP, it doesn't support authentication.
yeah. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah, got you.
and TFTP uses robust commands, but the
Mm,
TFTP commands are very simple.
yeah, mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So now tell me the function of data link layer. What is the function of data link layer?
The data link layer, that's where our Ethernet is. That's where our Ethernet head and Ethernet trailer lies. So, so when you go through the OSI model, then when it comes to the Ethernet, that's where the Ethernet is. It's for error correction as well. So before our packet go into the network, it makes sure there's everything is encapsulated right through the FCS, which is part of the data link layer. It's also called it's within the header we've got the permeable, which start the initial conversation uh, onto the network. Yep.
Data link layer is
Okay.
responsible for communication in LAN, or you can say hop to hop communication. Right, in the
Okay.
LAN, if two devices want to communicate in the same LAN, then they will communicate on the basis of MAC address. Right, and data
Okay.
link layer is responsible to add the physical address MAC address with the payload,
Okay.
right, with the data. Good.
Thank you.
What is ARP protocol?
App. Yeah, it's used to resolve IP to MAC, usually within a network. Or when a device wants to make an initial communication to any other device within the network, it uses app to find out the MAC address of the device in order to build its packet. Yep.
How EIGRP is different from OSPF?
EIGRP is the Enhanced Interior Gateway Routing Protocol. Okay. The main difference is the EIGRP uses the advanced how do I put OSPF uses costs. EIGRP is an improved version of RIP was hop count, but EIGRP used the I forgot the right term.
What was the
But
problem in EIGRP?
yeah, the main problem is the number of hop. I think is going to default number of hops within the ERG. But when we talk about OSPF, there's no limit with the number of hops within OSPF protocol.
And also convergence rate.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, what is CIDR? Classless
CRD,
inter-domain routing.
yeah, classless. That's otherwise called the yeah, the CRDR is more to do with having a flexibility on our IP address. Not usually just to avoid the wastage of IP address. We usually the CIDR
Okay.
to uh, break our IP address into chunk based on our requirements of the network. So if, for instance, you've got a network with a different requirements, you can easily assign each subnet to that particular network.
So how CIDR is different from the subnet mask? What is the difference
Yeah,
between
with
subnet mask and CIDR value?
the subnet this is the subnet max is usually is 25.20 depending on what classes of IP that you are using. But with the CRDR, we use the slash notation.
Okay. Subnet mask represent network bits and host bits, right? Like
Yep,
255.0.0.0 means 8 bits are network and 24 are host.
yep,
And CIDR is just the representation of network bits. If
yep,
I'm saying slash 8, that means 8 network bits are there. And we know
yep,
total length of IP address is 32 bits, so we can calculate the host bit 32 minus 8, 24.
yep,
So a small representation of network bits is
yep,
CIDR, and subnet mask is the representation of network bits and host bit in the particular IP address. Good.
yep. Hmm.
Arun,
Okay.
there
Yeah.
is one student in the comment section. He is requesting for the interview. Like he had completed his CCNA training from somewhere. Even he
Okay.
had paid through the super chat. It mean what it mean? He is serious, dedicated. So if possible, you can ask few
Yeah,
questions
we can
to
have him.
him as well.
We can. You can share the link.
Okay.
But after Krishna is still left.
Sure,
So
sure,
after his session, we will have him.
sure,
Okay.
sure.
Keep him on wait.
Okay, okay, sure.
Okay. So Mohammed, the final question is: what if we didn't have networking? What the problem we would be facing if we don't have networking?
Yeah, without
Can you?
networking. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on banking sector, specifically.
Without networking, it means things will be a bit chaos regarding on especially depending on the sector and the requirement. Things I don't know how the world will survive without networking, because networking allow us to easily communicate with each other, to be able to transfer information, not within our our country, but globally around the world. So it's easy to communicate and share resources. But without networking, I think there will be a lot of it should be inefficient to work, or if not impossible, a very difficult situation to work without networking.
Okay, Mohammed, it was nice talking with you. Most of the answers were satisfying. Okay, so final question
No,
is how would you rate your interview yourself?
yeah, I think there's always room for improvement. Uh,
Uh,
it's nothing like
you need
hundred
to revise
percent.
the concept.
Yeah, it's nothing like
Revise the
hundred
concept
percent.
also.
Yep.
Okay, Mohammed, now you can drop.
Okay.
We will
Yep. Thank
we
you.
will provide your feedback in the
Yep.
group.
Yep. Thank you.
So,
Now call to Krishna. Wasmi Krishna is saying he is outside.
yeah, he's saying he is outside on the urgent basis. So there was another guy who was joining. Ask him to join.
Okay. Here he is. He is from
Hello.
the YouTube. He has completed his CCNA from somewhere, and he is passionate to check his label and want to get feedback. Even he paid on the YouTube. I don't know where he are. Maybe someone else has frauded him at PM Networking. But if he is serious, then we can help him to identify where he need to work.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Hello, Rizwan.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Could you please introduce yourself, Rizwan?
Sir, first of all, thanks for giving me this wonderful opportunity for introduce myself. My name is Rizwan Ali. I'm from UP. I have completed, I am pursuing Bachelor of Arts from Prayagraj, and I have completed just a CCNA course. So that's enough my introduce.
Okay, okay, Rizwan. So you are from arts background, but still you are pursuing technical. That's a great courage.
Yes, sir.
Most of the people don't have this courage to switch the sector.
Yes, sir.
Must appreciate. Okay, so the very basic question I will start from
Yes.
Rizwan. What is
Okay.
CCNA?
Sorry, sir. CCNA.
What is CCNA? Yeah.
CCNA stand for, sir, we can say Cisco Certified Network Associate.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what what is this course about?
Sir, I think this before some days later I don't know about this CCNA course. I wanted to be a doctor, so I lost my 1 year. After losing my 1 year, so I every friends like says me like you can join, you can do CCNA course and get best opportunity for improve yourself self. So that's why I did this course, and I think this course is very knowledgeable, and this is very good for me. So that's why I did this course.
Okay, okay, great. So what is difference between switch, hub and router?
uh, as we can say, sir, hub is a old device, and switch is a brilliant device, and router is also brilliant. Switch is a uh, s- switch is a 1 minute, sir.
Take your time. Don't be in rush.
Sir,
Be calm.
switch is a layer 2 device, and router is a layer 3 device, and hub is a router 1. As we have to we have to talk with one company, like we can connect switch, we can communicate with each other with the help of switch. If we hub is a broad, broadcast hub is a broadcast device. If we are sharing someone people, so broadcast cannot share only one people, so broadcast will be forward every people. So that's why we are using switch. And the router, we are using, we can say, if suppose we have two building or two office, so we can communicate with each other with the help of router.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the very clear answer of this could be hub is a dummy device which connect multiple devices. Okay,
Yes.
it does not have brain. So whenever you forward any traffic to hub, it will broadcast. But in
Yes, sir.
case of switch, switch has memory. Switch maintains MAC address table, and based on that, it has three types of communication:
Okay.
unicast, multicast, and broadcast.
Broadcast.
So it will, based on its message type and MAC address table, it will decide whether to send unicast, multicast, or broadcast. And for the case of routers, router is a router is a layer 3 device which connects different network, not
Yes.
devices. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this way you can answer very clearly. Okay, what is public IP address and private IP address?
Public IP address, private IP address. Sir, I don't know about public IP address proper. So I. Uh,
Okay, it is very important concept in CCNA. Actually, this is the most important part because whatever we are doing, it is because of public IP address.
yes,
Okay,
sir.
when you are paying some internet bill, this is something which you are paying for public IP address.
Yes, sir.
So this is very important part of networking. Praful sir,
Correct.
highlight this point for him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, even I think he need to learn CCNA again, brother Rajiv.
Yeah.
Your CCNA concepts are not clear. Go through CCNA once again, and then again you can request for the interview in future. Whenever we will have mock session, again we will call you here.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for
you need
joining.
to brush up the concept.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Rizwan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You can drop now. So finally,
Yeah, it was fine, the session, but keep in mind their interviews, like
yeah,
where we need to
I
work.
have
I have also
there are
noted few points.